Welcome to another live broadcast. Oh, guys, it's been so long. It's been so long that we had a broadcast. So, hope you guys are doing well. Today is a what? A Wednesday, I think. And I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you can hear me well. I'm not happy with my sound. I don't know. Let me know if you can hear me. Yeah. So I've got two devices. So if you see me looking either ways other than here, don't worry, I'm looking on the Instagram, guys. Hi guys. And here we have Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. So we on the Instagram, guys. Okay, thank you, Larato. You can hear me well. Thank you. So on the Instagram, guys, the topic today is energy transference. So we are discussing how is it that we connect with other people. It can be at work, it can be any place, and then we feel a surge of amazing energy. Oh, we feel a big minus decreasing of our energy. So how does that happen, and what things can we do, and how do we know who should we connect with, and how do we know who we shouldn't connect with, depending on what is happening. Thank you so much. Opulence says, yes, we can hear you. You look beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, and Vangile, thank you so much. Vangile in YouTube says we can hear you. So that's great. So, guys, like the past week, last week, I worked for how long? 85 kilometers from the Eastern Cape, Lusigisigi to KZN. It was one hell of an experience. Um, I've learned a lot about myself, but I almost died like so many times. I almost died. Like dying was so impossible. I almost died. I think I died many times during that. Was it 6 days? Yes. During that 6 days of walking all the way back, I've walked more than 100,000 steps. And when I came back, you know what? I really was glad I have a bed. I was so looking forward to seeing my car again and not having to walk and actually drive a car. I was such a humble person. I am a humble person since then. It's been what? A few days since I've came back. Came back when? During the weekend. So it's been maybe 3 days I'm back from all that walking. So yeah, I will say you guys must try it. I should post the company name. They do these amazing hikes for days. They do for 3 days to about 18 days, hiking for 18 days every day. Like maybe I will do that one time when I've forgotten what I've been through this past week. So ours was 6 days. So yeah, they do even like longer hikes. So yeah, almost died many times, but then here I am. I'm alive. I've lost some weight. I did lose some weight. Okay, I didn't lose weight. I am toned and I am amazing. So all that walking, it helped a lot with toning. I'm feeling stronger. Like yesterday, was it yesterday? I went to play golf. I was walking the course like it wasn't nothing, because of course it's just a golf course. There's no stone. I've been climbing stones and crossing rivers there, so I'm much strong. I'm really got strong as soldier. So it was totally amazing. I was doing it for my birthday, right? I'm turning 40 this month. Like, hey. So I thought, let me go and do something amazing. Of course, it was going to be dramatic because it's me, right? But I am so glad I did it. It was an experience that I will keep with me for the rest of my life if I never go back and do another 18 days of hiking, which I don't know. You know what? With me, it's not make sure. You wouldn't know. I would say I won't do it, then the next thing I'm there. So guys, we're going to talk about energy transfers. I've been getting a lot of questions around this, and of course I see it all the time when I am having sessions with my clients, and I just want to explain a little bit so that you can be able to control it for yourself, so you know what is wrong when you're feeling down, and you can connect with high vibrating energies that would actually lift you up, because we are here in the planet like candles to light each other. So but also there can be other ones that can have an energy that will also bring you down. So I want us to just discuss that so that you can see what things are affecting you, and then know yourself in terms of, I should be doing this doesn't affect me, I shouldn't be doing this actually affects me. And when you are affected, what should you do? There's a whole lot of things that I'm going to share with you that you can do when your energy is affected. So yeah. Somebody else says, hey, look, beautiful, good to hear your voice. Your live videos always bring me hope to my healing. Thank you so much. I don't see who it is. Facebook didn't write it down. So guys, when you want to comment, sometimes the comments do not show up, especially for Facebook and YouTube. So you can also just send me a WhatsApp, and I will answer your questions, or you can DM me on Instagram if you have a question. Other than that, I've put the WhatsApp number, and I'm going to put the WhatsApp number also on Instagram, but you can also just send an Instagram DM. It's not a problem. So, energy transfers. So, for a long time, well, for most of my life, I had, until I was 30, so this is like 10 years ago, I've been had this. Uh, Rantono says, hi Busi, will you load this video on YouTube? Yes, it will be on YouTube. So it is already playing on YouTube right now. So when I'm finished, it will be available. So now for 30, till I was 30 of age, I had this horrible anxiety that was forever, 24 hours. I just had anxiety. All my life was anxiety driven. I never knew how to be happy. I never knew how to relax. I just lived on anxiety. And I didn't know, black people, we don't know these things. I didn't even know that it was anxiety. And I'm sure if I had gone to maybe like a psychologist or something, maybe they would say that they would have, gave me maybe even depression medication, because it was just not nice. So then, of course, then that's when my journey of healing started. When I was turning 30, I started to go into all this whole thing of spirituality, and I understood all these things. Then I started to understand chakras and all this, and then of course I understood my gift, my spiritual gift, my healing gift, and all this kind of stuff. So of course then anxiety came to an end. I mean, I used things like ayahuasca, San Pedro, all the plant medicines, just to get rid of all that stuff. Of course, it was a lot of healing for a lot of reasons and a lot of things. And I went through that journey. It wasn't pretty, but it was worth it, because then, the anxiety lost me, and the depression lost me. I found my money, I found my, all the things that are important to me: happiness, joy, my calling, my purpose, and all of that stuff. Well, that's what happens, of course, when we do our healing work. So now I'm an energy healer, right? So what is even that? So that is why I even said I wanted to be an energy healer. A lot of people ask me, what is an energy healer? Oh hell, like there's no such a thing in the planet. It's just me who thought that was amazing, right? And then of course, and all people that I work with, and I've taken them through the process and mentoring them, I just tell them, just call yourself an energy healer. It makes life simple. But we still don't know. Not anyone knows like what that is really. But that was a phrase that came to me when I wanted to explain what I knew I was given as a gift. Now, I couldn't have spent 30 years of my life living in hell for nothing. Of course, all of us, we go through everything that we go through for a purpose, and a purpose that is not just small, a purpose that is supposed to change people's lives. So, of course, that is why I understood that this was something that was important for me to share with others. So let me explain first the energy transfers, how that happens. So if you are in an environment, that it could be in a home, in your own home, it could be at work, it could be at businesses, in a business, or at the mall, or at the park, or anywhere else. When you are in any environment, your soul, your chakras, your spirit connects with that environment. That is why we normally say, when you go on a hike, when you go in like I was doing this hike for so long, I literally forgot how traffic felt like. I literally forgot how fast life felt like. It was just such a peaceful place, being in a place where there was nobody, just animals and trees. That, like, it was a different energy. So every time when we're in an environment, we connect with an environment before. So that is why you will see that if you go into an interview, when you walk in the door, people will see your aura. People will see your energy before they say hello to you. So that is why science and psychology has always said, the spoken word is very less in the communication cycle. Your body language is way more, is like 70% before you can talk, before you can, your English or your tone or your whatever, it doesn't count. Your aura is the most important thing. So like, social media has made it life so much easy because you just have to look at a picture of a person, and that picture of a person, you look at that third eye, it tells you everything about them. So like now I'm on this video, you are literally connecting with my energy. So that is why a lot of people would always says, I've watched one of your videos and I just got my healing, and it was just like on YouTube. So that is why I am giving off my energy in this way, because the aura is what counts. Whatever I'm saying right now doesn't even really count. My aura, you seeing my aura, you interacting with my aura, counts the most. So that is why sometimes, even if yourself, like, you want to do a video or something like this, you might, when you finish, feel so exhausted. It's because everybody that was logging in and was connecting with you has an impact on you. That's why I always say, when you write your post on social media, think of who you want to interact with. Of course, there are people who say, I'll write a post that is dramatic because I want to trend. Okay, fine. But when you're trending, you must just know there are consequences to that trend, because whoever is watching that post and now replying or commenting on it is affecting your energy. You like it or not. Our environment affects us in a big way at all times. So whenever, whatever environment you're in, you go to work, the environment changes. You might leave your home feeling great, and then you get to the office, you start to feel anxiety and depression. And this, it is the people there, it is the aura of the building, who owns the building, and all those kind of things. These are things that we never notice, but they count so much. You go to church, the aura is different. You go to a graveyard, the aura is different. You go to a mall, the aura is different. You go to hiking, the aura is different. So the environment affects us so much. So after we get affected by the environment, then the second thing that affects us the most than the environment, then it is the human beings, or the beings that are there. So there are so many beings at all times that work with us. There are spiritual beings that we don't see with our naked eye, but we can feel them. So people who have spent a lot of time understanding their spiritual guides, they will tell you that my spiritual guides are so active at this moment. And that doesn't mean that they just came for that. They are always there, but when there is something that is important, like, you're about to get into an accident, or you're about to get robbed or something like that, they will be very active to protect you, to say, turn here, or don't go here, or stop quickly. And you'll be like, I didn't know how I stopped the car. I didn't know how I missed that. And we are always being protected in ways we don't even know by our guides, but they just activate their energy to be in a higher level. Then we sort of hear, and we sort of have that intuition that tells us to do something, and then we do that something. So there are also people who are totally oblivious to their guides and angels. They don't hear them, and then normally those are the people that are finding themselves in places that they don't want to be at, or some funny things happens, and this and that. So but now you are affected by that energy. So if there's something, then you will hear somebody says, I am feeling an energy of my guides in this place is very strong. So normally people who come through to have a session with me, they will say, oh, when you were doing the meditation to clear my energy, I felt the presence of my grandmother, like so much. Like someone will say, I smelled my grandmother here, or I felt that energy, because then that being is activated more, because they are there to help you understand something that you need to understand, because you came through to the session. They're helping you heal from something that you booked a session with Busi, but you don't book a session with me, you book a session with your guides. So I am just literally translating what they are saying to you, and I am literally just flowing the energy they are giving you in whatever healing you need. Maybe it's a heartbreak, maybe it's money, maybe it's that. The energy they want you to have, I'm just sending that to you so that you can receive it from a place where you understand a little bit more, because I'm human. You can hear me, you can see me, I can let you know what's up, So now, then human beings in an environment, they affect you more than just like the environment of a building or a house. Or that is why when they say there's a ipogo in ipogo in English, guys, ipo ghost. Oh, English playing games with me. So when there's ghosts, so there will be a house, then this house will be said is haunted. But then there are spirits they that are ghosts. So you'll feel the spirits more than just the house that is creepy. So now the people will the people's energy will affect you more than just the environment. So if you go to work and here's a colleague that, yeah, thank you, Bongi Ghost. So when you go to work and here's a colleague who has like a long story of how she fought with her mother and her friend and her boyfriend and her husband and whoever, and she tells you this long story of all this horrible trauma that they have went through, maybe in the weekend, during the weekend, or whatever. Then you are listening. So, because of what is going on in their minds, in their hearts, in their soul at that time, they are troubled. So, they will have an aura of a troubled person. So that is why when you look at a person that is troubled, you will just see like, you are not feeling well. You don't look so good. But a person who is happy, they don't even have to put on makeup or do anything. You just look at them, you're like, oh my goodness, you look so great. Like, can I hug you? Because that person has an aura of happiness. There's nothing troubling their soul. They are happy. But a person, they can put on the best clothes, they can put on the best makeup, they can try so hard, but when they're troubled, you look at them and you just feel that trouble. So there's this friend, maybe then they are telling you all these things that are happening to them, all this horror. So what normally happens is that your chakras will start to send energy to their chakras. So normally, if you don't want to connect with the person's energy too much, don't ever stand with the person like face to face. Like always try to stand like they are standing, and then you can just stand a little bit. Look at them from this angle. Don't let your belly button be straight with their belly button, that specifically for a person that you don't want to take on their energy. That is why hugging is such an important thing. So people who do witchcraft and all those kind of things, they know these things, so they know exactly when they want to give you something, they will want to hug you, and when they feel that you are untouchable, they will not even want to look at your direction. The other day it happened, this other lady, yeah, it's a long story. I don't want to tell you this stuff, like it's horrible. But she told me like you can't hug me, like I can't take it. And it was a situation where I was hugging everybody and she's just like, don't do it. I was like, oh nah. Then when I was like, oh, then I saw that why she was saying this. And of course she didn't tell anybody, but she couldn't just hug me because it wasn't gonna work. Like, so when you are talking to a person, your third eye, your throat chakra, your solar plexus chakra, all the chakras are connecting with them now. So if this person is telling you a horror story, there's your chakra starts to withdraw the energy from them, from their chakras. So then you are now, because your energy is clearer, and maybe at this point you don't know how to protect yourself, which is something that I'll discuss, then you start to cleanse their chakras from the head to toe. So when I'm with a person in a session, what I do is when they start to tell me, so I ask them, what is the problem? I really don't want to know what is your problem, like, but you have to talk, because like we can't just look at each other in a session, right? So you start telling me like, what is the problem? So what I normally do, it's 4 a.m. in the morning. I really don't want to be doing this, but because it is a gift that God gave me, and there's nothing I can do about it. And it works by itself. I don't have to push it or pull it. So I am then starting from the head of the person, and I'm withdrawing the energy. I'm withdrawing the energy. I'm withdrawing the energy. So where the person has a problem, like let's say they have a money problem. So normally, if they have a money problem, they will have their root chakra being weak. So when I get to the root chakra, I will feel that their root chakra is much weaker. Then I will ask their guys, why is the root chakra weak? Then that guy that wants to explain, they will explain that this and this and this is happening. Or maybe most people, I'll find that in their throat chakra, they are totally blocked. Their throat chakra is totally blocked. So this is a person maybe at work, they are no longer having a voice, or in their relationships they're not having a voice, or those kind of stuff. Then that will be, then I'll ask, then I will tell the person, like if it's something that I can't tell them, because some of the stuff is just like horror, I don't want to cause you more trauma than you're already carrying. So then if it's something that I can tell you, then I will say to you, this and is happening. And if it's something that I can't really tell you because it's just like a little bit too much dramatic, then I will then take that energy from you. So when I was still new in this job, I used to sleep the whole day, because I would have downloaded everybody's problems. You know what? If there was people with pimples, I will have pimples. If there was people with a headache, I will have headache. It was horrible. But then, of course, thank goodness now I know how to protect myself. And then, of course, always be cleansing. Like I've always said in these videos, guys, you have to be always cleansing yourself, because everywhere you go, specifically when you are sent to carry a little bit more people in your energy, you will always be carrying people's energies. You'll go to the mall, you go to the garage, you'll go to ShopRite, you'll go to wherever, and you'll come back with the energies of people. So you have to always be clear. So now let's go back to the story. So the friend is telling you the story. So immediately, because they are troubled, then you are going to be starting to withdraw that energy from them. Then they will tell you the story. And then when they finish the story, maybe you will say 2 or 3 things. Sometimes their guides will start talking through you, and you start giving them advice. You have no idea where it comes from. So normally people who have a gift of being a coach, or, like they've got an extra gift of healing people, they will start to say stuff. You start to say stuff to this person, and you're like, oh my goodness, that was good advice. Like, even for me, I need that advice. So you start giving this person good advice, because now their guides are now speaking through you. They are literally whispering to you what you need to tell this person. You start telling the person all the stuff they need to hear, and the person is like, oh yes, that makes sense, let me go and do it. And then now they're feeling great. Okay, so you have taken their energy. Now they're feeling great. They get out of the office, and they like, oh, I'm feeling so great. Oh my goodness. If let me see who is on the line. Lerato. Oh, you know what? The next time they meet somebody who's got a problem, they say, go and call Lerato. Lerato is the one. There's like, go call Nomsa. Nomsa will solve your problems. Here's her number. Like I talked with her one time, and I felt so good. Yeah, because what? Lerato Onomsa, they've got an amazing energy that is able to cleanse other people. So they are making sure that if a person comes and cry to them about any problem, they are able to cleanse that energy. But most of the times you don't know that you are doing that. But then all of a sudden, the friend has gone. Then you are starting to feel down. So sometimes that the friend was telling you that they are broke, you start being broke. Sometimes they were telling you that they've got maybe a womb pain. You start having the womb pain. You start having the pimples. So most of healers are always problems following them around, specifically healers who don't know that they have a healing gift, and they don't know that they are already doing the healing of people without them, like, subscribing to it, like I have subscribed to it. So I can take care of myself with that. But most people that don't have yet the knowledge of who they are in that manner, then you start experiencing everybody's problems. So you are the one who gives everybody advice, but you are broker than everybody. You are the one, people come and borrow money from you. And you're like, but I don't have the money. No, they see the money in you, but because you are carrying their energies, then you don't have it. So that is why most people will say, hey, Bantu Baba Yotwasa, that's why they are suffering. The ancestors are traumatizing them. No, it's not the ancestors traumatizing them. That's a lie. It is what you are not saying yes to, that you don't understand, that is traumatizing you, because you are going around literally collecting everybody's problems, because you are a healer. You have the energy of healing people. So you're going to be traumatized by everybody because you haven't said, yes, I'm a healer, and I will then be protected when I need to be protected, and I will give when I need to give. So when you say yes, and it doesn't need a chicken or anything like that, I mean, like, if you really want to take chickens up and do that stuff, I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying, it's not as deep as you think. It is very easy, but once you make the commitment, then you can be able to function in a correct way. But the troubles that you go through are not really answers. Ancestors will not do things that are painful to you in any way, but you are the one who is literally collecting the energy, because you have been given the power to collect the energy. So somebody says, what do you do at 4 a.m.? So at 4 a.m., literally I collect people's bad energies. That sounds wrong, right? That sounds very, very wrong, but that's my job, right? So at 4 a.m., I do energy clearing sessions. So in an energy clearing session, so let me just answer your question in a good way. Like, in an energy clearing session, that is where I will then, like I'm just saying, do all the things that I'm saying that you guys might be doing, not knowing, but I'm now doing it with understanding. So what happens is that we go through things in life that are supposed to teach us certain things about life. Okay, now, because we don't understand, maybe because we're not hearing our guides when they talk to us about this, then we just say, oh my goodness, I'm going through show, and the Lord doesn't love me, the Lord is not hearing me, I'm not praying enough, I'm not fasting enough. But this is supposed to happen. This is a struggle, or this is a challenge you're supposed to go through, because this is supposed to train you in something. But then, because you don't understand that is a challenge that is important to you, you're supposed to go through it, and all of this, you then get wounded. So when you get wounded, now you are going to subscribe to the thing that, oh, Mina, I never get a good job. Oh, Mina, I'm a broke person. Mina, I don't have enough money. Mina, I'm always lacking. Our family is lacking. Now you are wounded. Once you say that, you are wounded. Now, once you say, I don't have good education, that's why I can't have this, I don't have this. Now we are wounded. When we are wounded, then it's the problem, because your guys don't want you to wounded. God doesn't want you to get wounded. Your angels do not want you to get wounded. They want you to learn from these problems. You meet a boyfriend that takes your money. That was a lesson, not a problem. Not you being traumatized just for nothing. That was a problem for you to know that this is how you will put boundaries. This is how you will that is how you will see red flags, and take serious the red flags. You are just being trained on something very important that you might even have to go and train other people in. So you're not supposed to get wounded, you're not supposed to be broken by the boyfriend who come and do things to you. But then a lot of people then get broken by the husband who did this, by the wife who did that, by the mother-in-law, by the friend, by the boss who traumatized you. And then now my job then is to come and heal that wound. So your guides are the ones who always wants to be healing you from anything that has troubled you and helping you understand. So when a person comes to me, they will say to me, oh, because I'm broke. Then I will tell them, oh, the reason why you are broke, 1, 2, 3, nobody likes it though. Nobody likes it when I start. I know when was it? Early during this week, there's a lady who came to me. She was literally, like crying. She's like, my guys, I need answers. I need answers. Oh my goodness, did they start talking to her and giving her the answers? She was like, oh, this is it. Stop now. Like, no, that's enough. but she got exactly the idea and she understood what was wrong. So now, when you are also, but I was just explaining what I do at 4. I'm sure you're getting it. So then I will then make sure that you are healing all these chakras where the wounds are, and you are understanding why are you going through these problems. And if there is another issue that's coming up, your guides sometimes will say there is something like this that is coming up. We need you to be ready for it, because even that is going to be teaching you some things, like things that like that will come up in the session. Then yeah. So let me go back to explaining that part of now you have carried the energy of the friend. The friend is gone. A friend is happy. The friend is telling everybody you are a saver. You know how to fix people, and then you feeling down now, because remember there was an exchange. That is why then in the African space, or even anywhere else, you must kanyisa, you must take out money. So that is a money exchange, to say, hey, I'm here to say thank you for your time, thank you for your energy exchange. Then you give that money, however money, depending on who you're talking to, and then they will give you the energy exchange. Thing is this clearing. So when I'm doing a clearing with a person, the clearing will last, let's say maybe 3 months. But as soon as the person goes back to life and they start to, like, you clean a pig and the pig go back to the pig style stuff and come back with still, dirty. So I mean, I go to my energy healer probably every other month, just because I know that I am still going to be missing out things, and I'm going to be getting myself wounded in the way. So I have to go back and keep understanding why this is happening. Why this is happening. Of course, I can't heal myself. So I need somebody who can stand in the gap for me also, and then explain to me things that are happening to me. So I would go back there and keep asking, this I don't understand. This I did understand. I can understand. It's fine. I get it. It's done, gone. And this I don't understand. But now the energies have gone very quickly, that what was happening 10 years ago would probably, a problem will take maybe 6 months to go from small to being big. Now problems are no longer like that. People, they say today we just started umjolo, 3 days later lo mjolo uphelile. Like before, people used to date for a long time until something goes wrong. Now it's just like, oh my goodness, why? What is wrong with everybody? So and even people who are getting karma is almost instant. You trip somebody now in the evening, you're getting your karma directly. Specifically, if you're tripping people you shouldn't be tripping on. So everything is happening so quickly that I'm in long ago I would take 6 months to go back. But now it's so short, because on a daily basis there's so many things I'm learning, and others I'm missing. So the ones that I'm missing, they're hurting me almost like I then take them serious. Like I personalize them. So I need to go then and get that cleaning. So that is what I am also doing for everybody else who comes through for clearing sessions. So we are healing the things that got you hurt, that then becomes blockages. So we are cleansing those, opening the blockages, so that you can continually go and manifest what you need to manifest, because you understand why this happened. And then once you understand, you heal from it. It does no longer affect you. Understand why the boyfriend was in your life. You understand that what is it that you need to do so that you don't attract another version 2 of the same person. Because if you don't understand this one, 3 days later you will find another one that is exactly like this one, but then this one is a different name. And then you don't want to go through those things, because how many times do you want to hurt? Do you want to get hurt before you understand what is it? So literally that is my job. Now, okay, now I'm gonna come back to the comments, guys. You can just keep them going. I see them, most of them, I hope. The ones that I don't see, don't worry. If it's this really important something, then you will you will send me on WhatsApp. So now, once you feeling down, so this feeling down now, the problem about this feeling down is that when you are feeling down, you start to neglect yourself. Now, because you are now carrying now a Nombuso came to a Cleo. Cleo took all Nombuso's problems. Nombuso is gone now, happy, having a good life, and she's really, really grateful to Cleo who listened, who gave her an ear. Fine. Now, Cleo was supposed to have submitted a proposal for her business. Cleo is running a catering business, and she was about to get a good business deal with a corporate. Now Cleo is feeling so down because she was talking to Nombuso, and Cleo now doesn't do the proposal correct. She just like put things together just like for the sake of submitting. She's exhausted now. She's just submitting for the sake of submitting. They get the proposal. The proposal now has got all the wrong energy. Now Cleo, that was helping, now her own life does no longer go well because now she's carrying other people's problems. Now Nombuso goes and gets her stuff done, and she's happy and she's always grateful to Cleo, but Cleo's life is now stuck because now she's carrying this energy. Yeah, Nombuso. It sounds bad, but that is how the cycle works. Even like, how a lion eats what a cow, and a cow eats the grass, the type of thing. Yes, it's a cycle. So you when you continually taking energies of other people, you will find that you gain weight, you have pimples, you have all sorts of problems that are now in your life, and you are no longer taking care of yourself because you're always exhausted, you're always tired. You come back from work, you have a new business that you want to start, you come back from work, but you don't find time now to work on this project you want. You have so many ideas, you are not able to implement your ideas because you are feeling heavy, and we normally call it stuck. I feel stuck. Okay, so you have your own problems, but then plus the other people's problems. Now the bus is stopping. So that is why I said, let's talk about this. So at least when you understand it, then you can be on the lookout for these things and you can prevent them. Now, for me, I can't even go to a normal groove anymore because I get to a groove. I can tell you the first five people I meet, I just get so exhausted. I want to go home. So whoever I went with at the groove is going to be like, oh, let's sit down and get a table. 10 minutes later, I would just be looking like a mess. And I'd be like, I just want to go home. Most times I had left before even the waiter came. Okay, so specifically if I wasn't really ready for that energy. Now, what is mostly important is that you understand how to manage these energies. So when you when you are going to an event, you know what event you are going to, and you know what kind of energies you're going to be with there. So you prepare yourself. You talk to your guys about where you're going. Most of us needs to be telling our guys where we're going, asking that we may be protected where we're going, depending on where you're going, and asking that things may go the way we want, depending on what we, maybe you're going to an interview. Explain that what do you want to come out of the interview, why are you going there, how much value are you going to add there, what do you want those people to say to you. This is so critical. For us to be able to win in life, we need to take care of that part of our lives. Okay, so now once you are feeling down, you are then going to have these blockages that you don't really know what to do with them. So this is the part then that way we say that you then need to cleanse yourself. So that is why there's so many ways of cleansing. So I'm gonna just go through most of the ones that I've already talked about that you guys know, but maybe just explaining a little bit more. So number one, of course, something that you can do at home is just come back home and wash your hands when you get into the house. If you can wash your face, that's better. Wash your hands every time you come back from somewhere. Wash your hands, wash your face. Okay. And if you can be able, don't mix the clothes that you've gone with during the day with your normal clothes. So just like take your clothes, put them in the bin, like maybe it's in the bathroom, like, because those clothes have the energies of the people you were hugging, and that's and this and this and this. So just try. Remember during COVID how they were teaching us to do all those funny things, right? That is actually how we're supposed to be taking care of our energy a little bit more. Okay, so number two is that you use salt to bath. So there are so many bath salts right now. One of my friends is selling this amazing bath salts. I'm gonna be sharing information on that. So if you need bath salts to bath and cleanse your energy off, send a WhatsApp, send a DM, and I'll give you the list and then how you can be able to order, and then it's going to be delivered to you. So you use bath salt. Why were you using salt? Because salt is very it's neutral. It's able to cleanse, even if you're thinking that somebody was just doing something like they touched your car, they touched your bag. You just want to take salt water and cleanse that place and cleanse. Salt has a power of killing. So that's why when you take water from the ocean and you do anything with it, it cleanses so much. Okay. So bath salts. Salts are everywhere. If you're not gonna order the ones that my friend has, okay, get any salt. There's so many people who are selling salt, so many women I know that are selling salt. So buy some salt. And of course, like I'm saying, my friend, she does the whole Reiki healing on the salt. She prays for the salt. She makes sure that they all have different things that they clear. So get those if you can. If you can't, get just salt from Pick and Pay, rough salt. Put it in a bath. Get in, put Epsom salt and some essential oils, and cleanse yourself of that energy. So every time you're going to work and you're feeling down, when you get into the house, get in the bath and cleanse, you will feel that when you come out of the bath, you will want to hug your children, you will want to talk nicely to your partner, you wouldn't be grumpy and all this kind of stuff. And also you will just feel good, and you'll be able to do maybe your proposal that you wanted to do, you'll be able to do all the things you want. So when you come back from work or any place that you felt like there was just too many people and too much energies, come back and soak yourself in salt and you'll feel better. Okay. So what is this? Number three. Use a candle. So a candle also has a lot of good power because it's got fire, and fire is another very important cleansing energy. So light up a candle. If you are feeling down, if you are feeling depressed, light up a candle. The easiest candle to light up is white. All candles colors have all sorts of reasons for them, but I'm just going to talk about the one that is important. If you are being bewitched, there's a different type of candle lighting you do, but we're just talking about simple energy that you went out and you came back, and they so candles work. So light up a candle, put it in the middle of the room, light up a candle, put it in your desk, light up a candle, and do a prayer or a meditation with that candle. It also takes it also withdraws, it also absorbs energy from you. A candle will absorb. So that's why you see a candle will burn a certain way depending on how you are feeling. So sometimes the candle will burn like it's flickering, sometimes the candle will burn like nicely. It depends on the energy it's absorbing from you. Okay. So number four, crystals. Oh, I don't have my crystals today. Okay, so I don't know where even they. Yeah, I think I left them in the other room. So you've used these crystals about all sorts of things, but the most important crystals, the black crystals, most of them are good in protecting your energy. And then the light crystals like clear quartz and this are good for opening up your energy. So normally when I'm doing these videos, you'll see me having my crystals on and this and this and this and this, and I don't know. I don't have them now. I was feeling so good today. Okay, so there's crystals and those kind of things that you also can wear wherever you go, and they will protect you or they will help you to be a little bit more open to life. You know, Crystals are stones that are almost living, and it's a long story. You can just go on Google why crystals are so important. They are not dead stones, they are like alive. So even if you touch them, they are their temperature is different from a normal stone. Okay. Molatelo says in Tambo Yona, yeah. So like, and different religions, different beliefs have a lot of things that they use to protect themselves. So abanye abantu bayasebenzisa intambo, I use crystals, and I'm not saying crystals are the best thing or they are not. Just for me, that works. What beliefs you follow. Other churches, so I was going to talk about impepo now. Other churches, they ban impepo for clearing energy. Other churches, like there's so many things. So I'm just going to talk about stuff that I use myself, but there's so much more that maybe I will never mention here because maybe sometimes I don't use it. So impepo also is very good for that. So you can use impepo, sage, what is the purple one? Oh, I can't remember what is the purple one. So, but all these plants that you can burn, from impepo to sage, so you can burn and do a smudging. We normally call it a smudging. So you have to go around the house, or your child is feeling down, you can smudge your child with the smoke of that, because smoke also is a way that we've been given to cleanse. So you can use impepo if that is what used to. Or again, it can be just like, oh well, I'm just gonna use whatever I have to use because hey, ngiyakuwisha ziyakhala. So yes, lavender, thank you so much, Kiki. Thank you so much. So lavender also is good to burn it. So like you get it, if you're getting it, like picking it yourself, just wait for it to dry, and then you can mix it with impepo yako. It's so good for cleansing, specifically if there's witchcraft stuff. Lavender is very good for bad energy that has been sent in terms of weight. It is so good for that. Okay, so that is just like the small things you can do at home. So just like the water, the salt water, the crystals, the candle, the pepper, whatever, all these things, sage, whatever that works for you, or what you've been taught at home. Or if you have not been taught anything, you can start today. Like, but sibadala guys is yakala, so we have no choice to say, hey, I don't know. Just do what people are doing and find what works and what doesn't work. It's okay. Don't make it too serious. Like, just get yourself sorted. At some point you will find some stuff that works for you. So then let's then go to a little bit tense, like things are really not going well. So then what other things can you do to cleanse? So then now we've got then I always say you know if you are understanding how your energy works, you will know exactly what works for you. But also, you will be able to listen and understand when your guides are telling you what needs to happen, like how are you supposed to solve your problem. So there are people who come to me, and I mean, there's one. It's now I'm going to talk about river cleansing, because river cleansing is another important part of cleansing that I've seen works magic. There's a lady who once came. She had a skin that looked like a crocodile. She was always scratching it. It was gray. It was bad. She had that. It was horrible. Iscito is, I don't know what is iscito in English. Like, forgive me there. Bad vibes. Yo, today my head is empty. So I don't have English, like nothing. Nothing. So isicetho guys, ngitshela ngibani what's isicetho in English. So she had that. It's just bad. But her whole entire body was scratching all the time. She could just hex, yes. Yes, thank you so much guys for helping. So yeah, she was being hurt badly for all sorts of things that people do it for all sorts of reasons, and it was horrible. So and it's been years that she's been like this. She came one river cleansing. She came back to me. She came to a retreat that I had like 3 months later from when she came for the river cleansing, she looked like a baby. Her skin looked like a baby. And she said, I just came for a river cleansing and this thing is gone. So now, in terms of things that are more tense, then that will be it. I've seen people who come and say, found a job. I came for one river cleansing and then now I have a job. I came for one river cleansing, now boyfriends are coming. Like things that are really like have been an issue for so long that you just couldn't, cleanse it with the salts and this and this and this and this. Then that is another better and much more, I've seen it, effective way to do that. And again, it's not for everybody, but if you feel in your spirit that you need it, do it. Like I said, listen to your guides. When your guides are saying go and do this, do it. So in that category, there's a whole lot more. So I'm just talking about the stuff that I do. So there is a whole lot more in those kind of spiritual rituals and this and this and this and this. River cleansing is just one of them. Also, we are using the water in the river. Why we're using the water in the river, running water? Because there's a long story of why river water is the most important. River water connects us to the whole entire world. So, and connects us to all the lifetimes we've ever lived. So when you touch that water, you have touched it so many times, and your guides have touched it so many times. Your mother, your father, everybody, you connect with them there in that water. So that is why we go into to that water and do that. Okay, so that is just one level. So let's go to another level, a little bit higher level. So plant medicine. Plant medicine also is for cleansing. So plant medicine then cleanses a whole lot more than, well, all these things. How about rainwater? Yes, rainwater also falls under the river water and ocean water. So rainwater also you can collect it outside. But you don't use plastic. Normally, plastic is not good. Use glass, and then you can collect it and bath with it. You can also collect it and use it as prayer, and also the water from the ocean, and the water from the river, and the water from a waterfall, and the water from Istiba, and yeah, like all sorts of these kind of waters. That is one level of this cleansings. Okay, then let's go to plant medicine. So plant medicine is also another very important cleansing method. That one, I could say that I still believe is the best. Because it incorporates everything. It incorporates your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, all of it. Like you take ayahuasca. So the ones that I use, again, plant medicines, there are many. There's mushrooms, there's this and this and this and this, but I use two. These are the two that I have been given the right by spirit to use them. So it's for now. I don't know, maybe there's gonna be more that's gonna be added, but for now, those are the ones that I'm given to, that I can be able to understand, that I can be able to take people through that journey. So it's ayahuasca and it's San Pedro. Ayahuasca is the feminine one, and then San Pedro is the masculine side. So in an ayahuasca ceremony, you cleansing everything. If you are bewitched in an ayahuasca ceremony, you see the person who bewitched you, you are able to tell them to F off, and you are able to bring yourself back to the place where you want to be. So you get in contact with your spiritual life, you get in contact with your physical life, you get in contact with your mental life. So it is all encompassing. So the plant medicines, I really believe they are at that top level. Other than that, after a plant medicine, then you have where somebody is giving you a clearing session. So like I was saying, when you do come to me, then I have the gate. When you say, please help me cleanse, then I have the allowance by your guides to tell you exactly what they are saying you must do for your cleansing. So, but the plant medicines are top notch when it comes to that. They cleanse a lot. So of course you can't do plant medicine every day. So I normally say if you do it once in 6 months or once a year, it is so good that you are able to encompass all the things that you need to cleanse. It could be wounds, past wounds, it could be past trauma, it could be past problems, it could be blockages, it could be hexes, it could be limiting beliefs, you put it all under one umbrella. I've done a few videos about ayahuasca journeys and this and this and this, so you can check them on my YouTube channel. So they are there just so that you understand what I'm talking about there. So I was just giving you the tools and explaining to you the story of how we transfer energies. So for those who just joined in, I was saying that in the beginning, when you are with a person that you feel that they are caring a lot and they are bringing you stuff so that bayatikhulula la kuwe, bayatihlambulula, they are bavumizono type thing, you have the ability to help them, but protect yourself. So there are all the things that I said, you can use them to protect yourself, or you can also use them to cleanse yourself. Then just know, I mean, like, we all want to help and it's okay to help, but just know when you are in a good space to helping. So when a person is calling you 12 o'clock at night, you also have your own problems, just say to them, you know what, call me tomorrow. Don't take too much, because the thing is that you will end up with nothing and you are also going to suffer. So have boundaries. Like, let your friends, your whoever, your co-workers know that there's a boundary somewhere. Like, I have my clients, I help them all the time, and I do say to my clients, send me WhatsApps and all this and all this. But there's a time where I said, now I'm dealing with my clients' things, now I'm not. Now I'm not feeling good myself, now I'm feeling good. So regulate yourself correctly, because you have a brain. God gave you a brain to be able to understand what is good for you and what is not. I mean, I've seen this in relationships. People are in a relationship where the other person is just dumping everything on you, and you just keep taking all their problems, and and then one day you're so exhausted and this person has totally healed, and then they leave you, and then they go find other people because now they've healed, and you are sitting there, you are being bitter, but you are the one who allowed them to throw everything at you. So even if this is your partner, even if this is your sister, even if, make space and say, I can be able to help now, I can't be able to help now. Because if you don't do that, you are going to be the one gonna, you are the one who's going to suffer. God doesn't care. God gives you the gift, but you have the responsibility of using the gift correct, you see. So project exactly how much energy can you spend, and then know how, when it's time for you to recuperate, when it's time for you to fix yourself, and also go out and look for help for your own problems, so that you do not just like deal with other people's issues and then you are never progressing in anything in life. You must progress. So, and that's the other thing, a lot of healers are broke, they don't have a life, because you are just now giving everything to everybody. At work, you are the one who does the most. At home, you are the one who does the most. In your family, with your siblings, you are the one who does the most. Then you are just like, nobody ever shows up for you, because you're not even asking for help. I mean, it's a long story of this whole thing of feminine and masculine energy. But pace yourself correctly, because energy transfers are real, but you must understand them so that you do not totally kill yourself in the mix. So there are also then people that are higher vibrating, that when you also connect with them, you will feel a feeling that you are also getting your cup full. Know those people in your life. There are specific people that your guides have put in the way. I have YouTube channels that when I'm feeling down, when I'm crying my eyeballs out, I know which YouTube channel to go to. And I know when I go to that YouTube channel, I can literally be watching a video that was done 2 years ago. I'm gonna get an answer. I'm gonna feel so much better once I finish watch the video, and I'm gonna be like, oh no, actually life is not that bad. I have those things that I know when shit hits the fan, where am I gonna run to? So have places and people that you know that when things are hard, you run quickly to. Don't sit with things until things are way too bad. Don't sit and wait for things to really go wrong. Know where to go. Know where you can find help for yourself. because as much as you are giving help to other people and it's okay and it's fine, you also need help. So protect your own sanity by making sure that you're taking care of yourself, because you could literally just lose the whole thing down the line quickly. So, and also, like I was saying earlier, when you have this gift of helping others and it allow it to use it, because the thing is that every day 4 a.m. until 9 a.m. I am seeing clients, 6 to 7 people every single day. Okay, it is definitely exhausting, but it doesn't feel like work. But I tell you, my blessings gets to be times by 7 every day, because I have stood in the gap for 7 people. I tell you, I do not lack anything. I have my problems. I can tell you there are many, but I don't lack anything, because I have said yes to the gift of helping others. And I'm doing that on a daily basis. And because of that, I get to be protected. I get to have what I want, because I am actually doing exactly what I came here to do. So, what I'm saying is that if you do have a gift of helping people, and I'm not talking about the fact that you must go with Sangoma or anything dramatic, I'm just talking about you saying, yes, I'm available to helping others. So, do that and understand how to help other people so that you can make time to help them. And when you make the time to help them, of course, you bring everything, the tools, protecting yourself, this, and all of that. But when you're helping people, you're adding so much more to you and to your blessings. So, because the most of the people I'm talking to that you get exhausted by other people's energies is because you do have the ability to help others. So, I mean, I had to start a whole entire academy for coaches. I train coaches. You guys probably know this. You've seen me post about that. I train coaches. These are people that know that they can help people, but then now, because you don't know how to help them, then you get trained to be a coach. And then now, whenever the opportunity shows itself, you can be able to coach a person. You can be able to sit down with a person. You know what to do. You know what not to do. So do those things. And maybe you don't do it this year. Every other year, I'm always going to have a new class. There's a new class that is starting this April. So if you want to come through and become a professional coach, learn, train to be a coach, make sure that you come through. And if you don't come now, you come whenever you have the time and the energy, and the space. But allow yourself to help people, but in the context of knowing that you're taking care of yourself, in the context of knowing that you are doing this because you can, and it's a gift, it's a privilege for you to do it. So do it correctly. I always say to people, don't do it for free. And I don't mean it, I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that your guys are always happy when people bakanyisa. So if a person is giving you a gift to say, help me, take the gift and show it to your guys and say, hey, there's a person who came, they want this kind of help, this is what they gave me. So any money that comes through to me from sessions, I don't even use it. Like, really, I have to present it, all of it, because that is not even like, it's money for my children to take care of the kids. Not, I can't buy an LV bag with it, that type of thing. But story for another day. So, okay, I've been talking for, oh my goodness, it's been an hour. Oh, damn, I wanted this video to be short. Okay, let me look at the comments here, if there's any questions. All right, so hey guys, Malibu says she's not been here for so long. Me too, Malibu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm just looking for questions. Yes, I'm gonna load it on YouTube, the video. Okay, Gloria says, I struggle connecting with people, energies easily. Is there a way to avoid it? Okay, so I think I've already answered that. Hey, Lerato. Somebody else says, so I'm a healer because I always express these things. Oh, well. Sorry for you to find out this way. Sorry. Like, damn it. No, I know. Okay, somebody else also says, I Jasmine, you're making noise. I always say my experience, I listen, but I just don't know how to come back to all this. Oh, yeah. Yes. All our experiences are lessons, and God gives us these things for the purposes of growing, for the purposes of understanding, for the purposes of getting to a new level. So that is why we have to ask, why is this here? Not to say, oh, I don't want this, I don't want this. There's no thing like, I don't want this, I don't want this. We have to ask, why is this here? So when you come through, like I said, when you come through to me for a session and you say, oh, Pussy, this is painting, this is painting, the only question I ask your guys is, why is this here? And then they will explain. Then you get your aha moment. Oh, this is why. Yes, this is why. So what am I supposed to do with it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you go and do with that. Well, of course, it's not that easy to just, like listen, but hey. Positivity always says, long time will see, this job is not easy. Oh, yes, tell me about it. Somebody else says, very true. I was intrigued to call a cousin of mine last night, and she revealed a lot about what I should be doing. She's special. That one, my guys whispered through her last night. That is amazing, right? All of us get to have those people in our life, like so amazing. We have to really be thankful for that. Fangela says, I can relate to many things you are saying, Gusi. Thank you for confirmation. Thank you so much, Fangi, for joining. Zwaki says, hey, Zwaki, haven't seen you so long, mommy. Zwaki says, hey, true, Gusi, do what others are doing as long as you find peace and healing in that. Yes. Lerato says yes, not for free. Yeah, no, definitely. You guys will tell you also, like when the time for you to charge, well, maybe let's say now you're a coach, how much to charge. You guys will tell you how much to charge. You guys will tell you how much to charge for any of the work you're doing with people, and you must, of course, at all times listen to them when they tell you what to do, and sometimes there are people who will help for free, and they will tell you this one you will have for free, this one, this is how much. Like it's a very it's a job of listening and following and being guided. It's not like a job like there's a structure of how it's done. So yeah. So Mabong says, hi Sis Busi, as a healer, which journey do you take first? The one of becoming a healer or a coach? Okay, so Mabong, for me, I became a coach first because it was just like happening so quickly that being a coach was the thing that made sense to me at that time. Because if somebody had said become a healer at that time, I wasn't mentally going to get it, like all of us, like I didn't grow up like that. I didn't know all these things. It was just too new. So being a coach sort of made a little bit of more sense. So I became a coach first. But like I said, now I think at this time we are so much lucky when I'm about that we don't have to do the religious way of being a healer. We can, I always say to everybody that I'm mentoring to become a healer is that, I've got a program called the Healer's Chain, and I say to them, you decide what you want to do with the gift. You have the gift. You want to take it to business, you take it to business. You want to take it to church, you take it to church. You want to take it to traditional healers, you take it there. You have the gift. You came with the gift. You signed up to come here with the gift. So how you want to use the gift depends to you. Nobody is going to tell you unless you want them to tell you, then they can tell you what to do with it. But like normally that doesn't end well. So you decide. So everybody that I'm mentoring, I show them how to read cards, how to read energy, how I show them all the information that they need to know that I was also shown by somebody else. But when and how you wanna use it, I always say you are the one who will know. Other people are easy, they just go on and become healers without being coaches. Other people just normally start with me as the coach and then they will then link it together later on. But it doesn't matter which one you start with. You just have to understand yourself and know what feels good to you at that time. So I started with as a coach just because I couldn't fathom it. Like I couldn't. If you told me anything other than that, it wouldn't make sense. But now a lot of people are understanding it better because there's more people who are explaining it. I think in a much simpler way. That I mean, I have never had to do anything drastic to become a healer. Like nothing really. Like, let me just say nothing. I just had to say yes, and then because I was born with this. At 5 years old, I knew how to read people's energies. At 10 years old, I was doing the stuff I didn't know. I was taking people's energies, I was clearing it, I was doing all of these things. You are doing that already. Like, there's nothing else you need because you are already doing this thing. You just need to say to people, yeah, I'm available now. Today I'm not. Today I am. Today I'm open from this time to this time. Like, that's all. KK says, how much is a coaching session? So, coaching session is so healing session is 500 rands, coaching session is 950. But I'm not sure if you're talking about the coaches training. But yeah, there's a whole website I've created for that. So you can just ask my PA for that link so that you can, if you're asking about the coaches training, that is something different. But a normal just coaching session, it's 950. But if you're taking a series of coaching sessions, I think it's about 700 each. So yeah, depending, just you can ask my PA for that info. I'm just trying to see here, guys, if there's other questions on Instagram that okay, crystals we've talked about. Pagalicia says Yogusi, you are literally describing my life right now. Ever since I moved back home after retrenchment, I'm now feeling down every day, and I have started locking myself in the room, and it's really bad. No, 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 no. That doesn't sound right at all. At all, Paga. It doesn't sound correct. And of course, I mean, you just said retirement. Those kind of things are the things that we will know. People will normally say they're happening to you to open your eyes. Yeah, I guess they are happening to you to open your eyes. So sometimes you do get into that situation so that you have time to do these important things in your life. So find a way out of that. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. And now that you are retrenched, you have all the time in the world to make this work. Like, make it work. Don't be scared. Like, you've been through a lot already. So this is easy. This is you just being you. Like, it doesn't need anything from you. Like, it's gonna happen by itself. Don't be scared. Les says, hi, Spusa, how much do you charge for an energy healing source? So I say it's 500 rand. That's the one between 4 and 9 a.m. Okay, of even the coaching sessions are between 4 and 9 a.m. Okay, so I've got a lot. Like, I've got coaching sessions for Miss South Africa contestants. That is different. We normally just do them in specific days. I've got astrology readings. There's so many. Just where will you find this information? On my Instagram page. I normally post everything there. My website is getting done now, so the one that I had it's not there, I think. I'm not sure if I have a website or not right now. So I have an Instagram that shows all the information that you probably need. Or you can just send a WhatsApp or a DM and ask the question you need. Like, that is probably the best thing. My PA will answer you nicely. Okay, guys, like, I can't believe I've been talking for an hour and like 13 minutes. Okay, so I don't think there's more questions on. Okay, so let me just put the WhatsApp line there on Instagram, guys, so that you, when you have it, you can send a WhatsApp or a DM. Other than that, I don't see any other questions. Thank you so much for tuning in. So please make sure that you click on the subscribe button so that you can see these videos when they come up, because most of the time I don't know when, like, with load shedding, I don't even know when to do them, like, all that. So if you have clicked on them, subscribe button, like or share the video, then the application will know when I'm live, then you'll get a notification. And follow follow on Instagram, and subscribe and like and follow on YouTube and on Facebook. So you will see the notifications for other videos that I've done. They are all on Instagram, and they're all on YouTube. So you can go to my YouTube channel, it's Pusiselesho, and you can see other videos that we've been doing. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me this afternoon, and you have a lovely, 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 lovely evening. So if you need a river cleansing, we're going to be going on to do river cleansing in April. I'm not sure of the date. In April we're going to be having river cleansing, so if you need that, you can just ask my PA for information on when the river cleansing is. And then we're going to be having an ayahuasca ceremony on the 29th of April. It's going to be in Centurion. So if most people that fly from Cape Town and Durban, I normally give the dates while there's still time, so you can be able to book your flights. We do the ayahuasca ceremonies in the evening, 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. So you can get a flight during the day, and you can take the flight the next day. You don't have to book accommodation. That is how it normally works. Like, everybody's happy with that setup. So we're gonna have an ayahuasca ceremony during the month of April, towards the end, 29. We're gonna have a river cleansing beginning of April. So if you want to do that, unfortunately, like, there are people who fly down and come through to do that, but we do it in Pretoria. So yeah, and we are also gonna have our goddess class. I'm going to put information about the goddess class. Going to be an amazing goddess class, and I think it's going to be this Sunday evening. So we're going to have a goddess class this Sunday evening. Check out my Instagram for the information, and my YouTube and all the stuff. I'll post it. The goddess class is a spiritual class. So if you really wanna just learn more spiritual stuff, like in more detail, and like I share more, like other than here, because Mark can just kick me out, like the stuff I can't say here. So we have like a 2-hour class where we do a lot of things, and then I normally give a clearing there, an energy clearing for everybody that is there. So those classes are so nice. So come through. We do it on Sunday evening on Zoom. Yeah, but Susanna says she missed the goddess classes, so we are having one this coming week. It's gonna be so nice. It's a very nice, important topic. So we're gonna do a lot. Like, I give like stuff like spells and stuff, and those important things that we need to do. But of course, things that I can't just share them in public. So yeah, come through for that. So I'm just thinking about the stuff that is happening. Oh, we're also having the high value woman program starting. That is going to be totally amazing. I'm going to do a whole entire video for that. Don't want to bother you with that information right now. That's going to be just amazing. Okay, so guys, yeah, somebody else says, how do you say yes without saying no? That is an amazing question to the gift, if you know what I mean. Okay. How do you say yes without saying no to the gift? Okay. Now, the thing is this: when you're saying yes, you are agreeing that I am that I am. So you are saying yes to who you really are. You are being true to yourself. So there isn't a way that after you said yes to who you are, you can say no. But then the thing is that we doubt most of the times who we are. So when you are doubting who you are, you can't say yes, even if you can go your twasa or this or this or this, but nothing happens. It's because you have said yes, but you still don't believe who you are. So now the thing is this, like when we're doing a simple thing like reading an astrology chart, the astrology chart will say that you are a healer and all this and this and this and this and that, right? So you get the confirmation, but you still have to just confirm to yourself and say, yes, I will do this. It's fine with me. Whatever happens, I will do this. I will make sure that to the best of my ability, I will get it done. So yeah, it's so easy, but it's also so difficult. So how I am looking at it is that when you accept who you are, then you have done everything. Just like I'm saying to you, I never had to do anything other than just say yes. But again, like somebody was asking earlier, I think being a coach first sort of helped me to easy into this. But now you don't need anything to easy into anything. Like, that was back then when things were a little bit tough. Now everything is moving quite quick and easier. So yeah, that was a nice question. Okay, Bongiwe says, is there a charge for the goddess class? The goddess class is 350. It's 350, yeah. The Zoom one on Sunday. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I am going to see you next time when we're having this video. So make sure that you've clicked, you subscribe, and all that. Please share it with other people. Share it, share it, share it, share it. That will be great. Thank you so much. You have a lovely, lovely, lovely evening. Goodbye.